Your high school sports is excited to be entering its third season and now has expanded to the Tri-Cities area. Your high school sports is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Welcome to this edition of Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods, and we're coming to you from state runner-up Sevier County. They lost a heartbreaker last Friday night to Independence, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Coach, and we're going to see a close-up look of that silver ball that they brought home from Cookeville. So make sure you stay right here on Your High School Sports. We're coming right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Rader, and I want to welcome you to our cosmetic and family dental practice located here in Sevierville, Tennessee. Our office provides a wide array of dental treatments and services from preventive and restorative dentistry to cosmetic enhancement, implant restorations, and the Zoom teeth whitening system. Over the past 12 years of practice, we have built a strong reputation for state-of-the-art dentistry with compassionate care. I invite you to give us a call or locate us on our website at seviervilledentist.com.
This is the clay, expertly crafted, that became the dishes on our tables. This is the grain, traditionally stone ground, that became the fresh-baked bread we serve every day. And this is the home, famously designed, that became the most unique setting for casual dining in Pigeon Forge. From our custom dishware to our delicious food, you can see the ingredients that make the Pottery House Cafe special. The Pottery House Cafe and Grill. Come experience our quality and our heritage.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome to this week's edition of Your High School Sports. You see what we're focusing on. It is a silver ball. It wasn't the gold ball, but let me tell you something. 15 games this year for Sevier County. They lost 3 games. Coach, amazing season for you guys.
Yeah, it was a great season. We're really happy with the way we played this year. We played well in just about every game we played. We just got off to a bad start down there in the championship game and played a very good team, and you know, if you have one bad quarter, it's hard to recover, and we got off to a bad start and they played well.
You know, when you go into a game like that, we talked last week and you said everything had to go your way. You had to get off to a good start. They came out on firing on all cylinders, didn't they?
Right, like I said, they're an exceptional team. They're just loaded with skilled people. The speed they had on defense, especially up front in front seven, was just quicker than anybody we'd seen all year, and they did an excellent job attacking us where we were weak in our coverages, and just a very good job, game plan and execution.
You know, when you go into a game like that, you know, you're playing a team ranked number 1, been number 1 all year long, 26 in the nation. You know, everything had to go your way. You know, from what I saw, Deuce just didn't have a time to throw the football.
No, we had a hard time protecting him. They had a lot of speed up front. Their defensive ends were just very quick, and number 44, that defensive tackle, just so quick. We had a hard time pass blocking.
You know, 3 losses all year long. Oak Ridge, Dobbins Bennett. Was that the hardest team you played all year, Independence?
Oh, that was the most complete team for sure. Offensively, they were without a doubt the best team we played. Defensively, I thought we played some. I thought Dobbins Bennett, Oak Ridge, Morristown West. I thought they were very good defensively. Even Knox West was a very good defensive team. But we hadn't seen that kind of quickness up front, and they were just solid in secondary too.
When we come back here on the Your High School Sports, this edition, we're going to talk to Coach. You see the silver ball, season's over. We want to go back and kind of let him talk about all the players and all the things that have happened in this 15-game season. So make sure you stay right here on Your High School Sports. We'll be right back.
Lee's Total Health Pharmacy has 2 locations to better serve you. Our 725 Parkway location offers a full-service pharmacy with a large selection of quality home medical equipment, from sports braces to wheelchairs, and a stock varied selection of home care products to assist you daily. Health education classes and a Take Charge Weight program are available. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy at 1024 Middle Creek features a compound lab providing medication in the form of pain creams, hormone replacement, and much more. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Clayball's Campground and Cabins and Clayball's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Clayball's Campground is spacious with 320 sites, including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Clayball's Market offers Exxon gas, a full grocery line, and camping supplies. Their delicious deli provides fantastic food and daily specials. Visit Clayball's Market or make reservations at Clayball's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods. Coach Lingenfelder is here with us now. Coach, I want to start off. We saw you at the very first at Media Days early in July. You had Deuce and Devontae with us. And the question Ralph asked you was, how far did you think his team could go? Talk about that.
Well, we hoped to be playing in the district championship game, which we made it that far, and we were fortunate enough to win that game. Played really well against Morristown West, and then we just played outstanding all the way through the playoffs. Just tried to take it one game at a time, and played well enough to win all the way through.
In a season like this, playing 15 games, bumps and bruises throughout the season, but let's talk about the overall picture from Sevier County this 2015 season.
Well, we knew going into the season that we would we had to get better real quick in the offensive line. We only had a few guys there that had any experience at all, and I thought we did that as the season went along. I thought we played well there toward the end of the year and through the playoffs. Knew we had some weaknesses or inexperience in the secondary, and we played really well in the secondary through the playoffs. So we improved, and we knew we had some good receivers. We knew we had Deuce at quarterback and Dorian at running back. We had a lot of pieces to the puzzle, but we just needed to get better in some of the places that we were fortunate enough to get better at, and that's more or less what happened. It was just a total team effort. We had some big play guys, but the guys that in the offensive line and in the secondary and the defensive line, just really came along and allowed us to make a run through the playoffs.
In that Dobbins Bennett game, you lost one of your key defensive linemen. How did that hurt you overall?
Well, it really hurt us for a while, and then Ethan Schultz came along. We moved him from linebacker down to defensive line, and he just played great and helped out there and started there and made a lot of plays for us, and played great in the Tennessee High game, and allowed us to get Desmond back. Desmond came back against Morristown West in game 10, and played about 1/3 of the game, and then by the end of the playoffs, he was playing full time again.
This season has meant so much to you because you were here as a part of the 1999 season. You won it all that year. But I asked you about 4 weeks ago, compare this team to that team now. Can you compare it?
Well, it's don't really like to compare teams. Every team's a little different, but it compares to a certain extent. We had some really good skill people in our last interstate championship team. Had a lot of skill people, good quarterback, good running back. Defensively, we were a lot deeper in 99 than we were this year. And we had some good guys in the secondary in 99 too. But, this team, what stands out about this team is just the heart that they played with. I mean, they just flat out played some people, late in the year and through the playoffs. Now, that's what I'll remember about this team is just how hard they played and how they bought into what we were doing and just a great group of kids.
All right, it's 2015 season's in the book. When does 2016 start?
Well, we'll start working out soon. This week we're trying to get everything wrapped up, and we'll start workouts next week. They'll start working out on their own next week. Then we'll start getting organized after that.
When's spring practice?
Well, it'll be early this year, but we haven't set a date yet.
All right. Coach Lingenfelder, his team went 12-3 in a 15-game season. They played Independence last Friday night in the state championship, came out on the losing end, but hey, like he said, and I'm telling you, this was a great season for Sevier County, and you watch out. The Bears will be back next year strong as ever. And we'll see you right here. So make sure you stay here on Your High School Sports. We'll be right back.
Five Oaks Tires, carrying top name brands Michelin Tires and BF Goodwrench Tires. Visit 5oakstire.com. Located on 1425 Parkway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or call 5 Oaks Tires at 865-453-3469.
Advantage of great deals like this new Ford Focus
or this new Ford Fiesta.
Your choice.
For as low as $199 a month. And don't forget about the great deals on the new Ford Fusion for as low as $249 a month.
Right in the heart of Morristown.
Sully Select in Sevierville is the place to get your daily freshly squeezed non-pasteurized orange juice. Sample our delicious strawberry orange juice too and leave with a pint, quart, or a gallon to take home. Sully Select is a place to pick up Granger County tomatoes, grass-fed beef, and holy smoked salt spices and rubs. Sully Select has granola naturals and local honey from Mojo Bee Company. Visit Sully Select on East Main Street next to Sonic in Sevierville.
I'm the world's worst cleaning lady. I'm here in your home having a pretty spectacular Tuesday. But I don't notice the loose rug at the top of your stairs. And that's about to become an issue for me. And if you've got the wrong home insurance coverage, my medical bills could get expensive. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call Kevin Yates for a quote today.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. I'm on the phone now with Coach Steve Matthews from Catholic High School. They brought home the gold ball last week in the TSSAA State Championships. Coach, congratulations and welcome to Your High School Sports.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having me on.
Well, Coach, a big win down there last week against a team that that put up a stiff fight against you guys, but you guys just came out, and after that first, when your Mr. Football run that kickoff back kind of set the stage for things for Catholic, didn't it?
It did. They hit a 91-yard run on us early, and in any game like that where it's kind of do or die, you get a little bit worried. But the very next play, kicking off to Amari, who's obviously an outstanding talent and player, and we did great job of blocking for him, and he was able to take it back to the house. That kind of made us all breathe easier, and just like, hey, let's settle back, play football, and let's go.
When in a game like that, things, you have to have the big plays, and it looks like you guys came out, and before Pearl County could blink, you guys were up 28 points. Did that set the stage for you guys, didn't it?
Yeah, we run the hurry up, no huddle offense, and I've been doing it for 4 years now, and it's funny. It seems like when it seems like you just kind of have the ability to get points in bunches. Sometimes you just get on a roll and get in a rhythm, and one touchdown just leads to another, and they just kind of add up very quickly, and that's what happened against Pearl Cone, and Pearl's an outstanding team and has a great defense, but we were just clicking on all cylinders.
Coach, when you got into the rhythm of the season, you started out on a roll, then you lost a couple games. Did you see yourself being in a position like you are now?
Well, last year we were 9-0 and just kind of ripping through everybody, and then at the end of the year, I just felt like we ran out of gas. We didn't play very well week 10 against Alcoa. We didn't play very well at all in the first round of the playoffs, and then against Fulton in the second round, they beat us up pretty good, and so. As a staff, and we made a decision to take it a little bit easier on them in camp this year, and we knew we could possibly sacrifice some games early, and so with that, and along with injuries, and just trying to gel as a team, it took us a while to get going. But I never really doubted that we were an excellent team. We practiced well, we got along well. I really started talking to them. We were 2-4. I was still talking to them about winning the state championship, and I think the players really still bought into it all.
Well, when you've got that kind of confidence in them, and you're still in that everyday practice, and I think that was the best medicine that you could get, and for your team when they started getting well. We were watching you guys. You started getting better. You started beating people, and things started clicking for you guys. And it sounds like you guys were ready to win that state all year long.
Yeah, it is, and even the loss to Fulton in the first game, I think it gave us a self-belief that even though they beat us, that we could definitely play with them, and if we played well, that we could beat them. And of course, it was a tough matchup for both of us in the second round, having them play each other. But we came out on top, and that really gave us the confidence we needed to then go to Greenville and Marshall County and then take care of business, of course, in the state championship game.
Coach, I want you to give me one pointer on this season, and then we'll talk about 2016.
One pointer. One thing I learned as a coach, I got a little bit, enamored with Auburn's offense in the off season.
Yeah.
And kind of watching them, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of, we could probably do some of this stuff. And then I thought, you know what? Let's just do what we do what the players know. We're trying to do new things, and just be a team that throws it down the field and tries to hit teams with a big play, and do what I'm comfortable with, and do what our players have been doing, and not try to do too much. I think that really helped us.
Coach, let's talk about 2016. You've already put the 2015 gold ball in your trophy case. Talk about 2016. You got a lot of people returning. We
do. We got. Obviously, you think about Cade and Amari, are both young men coming back, and Clemson just offered Amari a scholarship today. That's the number one team in the country, so shows you what kind of player he is. But yeah, we're losing. We have 10 seniors, some senior class, but we're losing a center and a guard on offense, and defensively, losing Austin Rowan and the two linebackers are some guys are going to have to step up, and those are outstanding players and good leaders for us. But yeah, I'm excited about next year and the possibilities. But you look at Ohio State and you look at some of these other teams, and sometimes it's hard to repeat. So as coaches, we'll have our work cut out for us, but we're ready to get started.
Coach, when do you get started on 2016?
We will. Well, as far as coaches, we'll start meeting in late March, hashing out, how we want to handle spring practice and doing depth charts and things like that. And then, late April, early May, we'll have our spring practice dates and then hit the summer program.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. I know everything is kind of stars and stripes right now for your Catholic football team, but we'd like to congratulate you on being state champions for 2015.
Well, that sounds great. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys having me on, and want to thank you for all you do for high school football and for these young men in this area. It really means a lot.
Coach Steve Matthews, head coach of the Catholic Fighting Irish, they just brought the gold ball home last Friday. So we'll be right back here in your high school sports to wrap things up for this week.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Rader, and I want to welcome you to our cosmetic and family dental practice located here in Sevierville, Tennessee. Our office provides a wide array of dental treatments and services, from preventive and restorative dentistry to cosmetic enhancement, implant restorations, and the Zoom teeth whitening system. Over the past 12 years of practice, we have built a strong reputation for state-of-the-art dentistry with compassionate care. I invite you to give us a call or locate us on our website at seviervilledentist.com.
This is the clay, expertly crafted, that became the dishes on our tables. This is the grain, traditionally stone ground, that became the fresh-baked bread we serve every day. And this is the home, famously designed, that became the most unique setting for casual dining in Pigeon Forge. From our custom dishware to our delicious food, you can see the ingredients that make the Pottery House Cafe special. The Pottery House Cafe and Grill. Come experience our quality and our heritage.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods, and Ralph's joined us right now, but he's coming up a little bit later with an edition of the East Tennessee Sports Report. But before we go back to Ralph, I want to wrap this show up. We talked to Coach Lingenfelder today. They lost a heartbreaker last week to Independence. And then we wrapped up and talked to Coach Steve Matthews. They brought the gold ball home from Cookeville, his Catholic Fighting Irish. Talked to him about the things that they did. He said to me, when they were 2-4, he went in the locker room at practice and said, "Hey guys, I know we can win state championship." And I'm like, okay, 2-4. But he said, I got my team believing in things. We got healthy at the right time. And they went on, and you saw the results last week when they beat Pearl Kong. But things have been great this year. I'd like to give out some shout-outs to all the teams that we covered. Sevier County, we know what they did last week. Pigeon Forge went 2 rounds of the playoffs. Seymour had a great season. Coach Cooper came back. They went in and won played for a regional championship against Greenville, but lost, went to the playoffs as well. Brand new school, Northview, played their first year in the TSSAA bracket, didn't they, Ralph? Great school. Great year. Great year. GP, they came on strong at the very end, made the playoffs. So Coach Hammonds' team will be back next year. Got a junior quarterback that will be really good next year. And then we went up to Greenville. Greenville had a great year. Went into the second round, got beat by Catholic, who won the state. Everything, what they did was right.
Greenville had a great year, and if they just ran into a very hot Catholic team in the quarterfinals.
They sure did. And then Science Hill. What can we say about Science Hill? They went into the playoffs. They got blessed at the end by having Bearden get beat by Jeff. County, but then they went in, they won the first game, and they lost out to Smyrna. But, you know, a great season for Coach Carter and his team. Elizabethton had a great season. Sean won his, I think, about an 8th or 9th regional championship. They had a great run into the playoffs before they ran into a hot CAK team, Ralph.
Yeah, they did. CAK was another great year for them. Good passing team. They moved the ball around. But I think Elizabethton, even if they'd have beaten CAK, you know, they'd have ended up with Alcoa. But
yeah, and we know all about Alcoa. They won the state championship as well. They brought a gold ball home last week. So we've enjoyed this season. We started out with the media days early in July. Ralph joined us for that. But things are getting ready to get better. We're going to kick it over to Ralph because right after this show, stay here because the East Tennessee Sports Crew is going to be right here, and we got a great big announcement that's coming in January, Ralph.
Well, we're going to pick it up with our normal East Tennessee sports format. We have to wrap up the state championship, 6 state championship games. I think 5 of them had teams from East Tennessee in some capacity, and 2 of them brought home gold balls. So it was a very productive weekend in Cookeville, Tennessee. Some surprises, some that weren't surprises, but we're going to recap each and every one of those games and talk a little bit about those teams and then talk a little bit about what we've got planned for 2016. So you'll make sure you want to be here for that.
Thanks, Ralph. We'll see you next year right here in January on Your High School Sports.
Lee's Total Health Pharmacy has 2 locations to better serve you. Our 725 Parkway location offers a full-service pharmacy with a large selection of quality home medical equipment from sports braces to wheelchairs and a stocked varied selection of home care products to assist you daily. Health education classes and a Take Charge Weight program are available. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy at 1024 Middle Creek features a compound lab providing medication in the form of pain creams, hormone replacement, and much more. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Clayball's Campground and Cabins and Clayball's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Clayball's Campground is spacious with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Clayball's Market offers Exxon gas, a full grocery line, and camping supplies. Their delicious deli provides fantastic food and daily specials. Visit Clayball's Market or make reservations at Clayball's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
Five Oaks Tires, carrying top name brands Michelin Tires and BF Goodwrench Tires. Visit 5oakstire.com. Located on 1425 Parkway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or call 5 Oaks Tires at 865-453-3469.
Advantage of great deals like this new Ford Focus
or this new Ford Fiesta.
Your choice.
For as low as $199 a month. And don't forget about the great deals on the new Ford Fusion for as low as $249 a month.
Right in the heart of Morristown.